like a kill it. In the backyard, chillin' with you. I want you to get.
Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, we've got Father's Day baseball. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
Latest night is going, I bet that each and every one of us gonna leave it on our wrist.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab, Brian Bayo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
1-0.
Late swing, foul to the left. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one fouled off, 2-2. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 6 in the series so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The wind of the pitch. Not close with that one, and now it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
The kick, the 3-2. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
2 outs. And that is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Judge with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. Aaron Judge leads the yard. His 14th of the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Popped up. Campbell makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Boston, towing the slab in today's game, Max Fried. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Swing and a foul out of play. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Hernandez down to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Romy Gonzalez at the plate now. That's ball 1. That's off the inside corner, and the count now 2-0. Strike 1.
2-1.
2 out, space is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. And that ends the inning. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bayo back to work. Chisholm in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. The 0-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Ref Snyder under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Line to left, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Jason Dominguez.
1-0.
Way upstairs, and that's ball 1. Dominguez matched a homer in his last game. Next offering is in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
That one almost got him.
That's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Volpe leads off first with one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Pickoff move to first. Volpe dives back in safely. Two outs. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
In the dirt. And a foul ball. He stays alive. There goes the runner. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And now here is Oswald Peraza.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off.
Ball. 2-1.
That missed by a lot. Ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses there. 1-0. That one missed.
That's a ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count.
2-0.
Bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
No, ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one finds the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Rafaela sizing this one up. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Huge opportunity missed there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the inning. Here's Trevor Story.
Shortstop, Trevor
Max Fried will go to work. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike
No
1.
balls, 1 strike.
That one hit to right. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Abraham Toro. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Coming home, the throw in, but it's offline. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Jarren Duran. And that is out of play. And that one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Lifted in the air down the left side. Dominguez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 7th.
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
Rafaela.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
DJ LeMahieu.
Swing and a ground ball. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Judge now in the box. comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Tied up here in the early going. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. This to third, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And a breaking ball misses outside. That's outside.
Nope, that's outside.
And it's 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And another ball. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. So the Yanks go in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Catcher, Connor Wong.
To third, Chisholm. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth.
So digging in, Christian Campbell. 3 hits last night. So he was a big factor in getting that win. That's in there. That's strike one.
0-1. That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So up next, Rob Refsnyder. Grounder might be 2. There's one. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. As we go to the top of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Go ahead run on base. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one off the outside edge.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one in the air center field. Rafaela sizes this one up, makes the grab, 1 away. Digging in is the
Up
switch
next,
hitting outfielder,
for the Yankees,
Jason
left fielder,
Dominguez.
Jason
He was a
Dominguez.
strikeout victim his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Man at first, one away. Bayo throws over,
Hey,
and he's back in there. Runner takes off. Tap foul at the plate. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. This one popped up. Campbell. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to go. Bottom 4. Now it's the DH, Rafael Devers. And a strike to Devers.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have 2 of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
1-1.
That one not close, and it's 2-2.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here's the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. Oh, he doesn't get the call.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, called strike. That one's in there, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Devers into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Man at second. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. And it's off the green monster. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-1.
Back-to-back base hits. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Doubled his first time. There's a strike. Foul ball there. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground right side, Peraza sends it to first, and Story is out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the
Now
runner up
batting,
and give your
third
team a chance to
baseman,
score.
Abraham
That's exactly what
Toro.
happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Toro stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on at third, one gone. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top
Now
of the
batting,
strike zone. We're
left
seeing
fielder,
more fastballs in that
Jared
location.
Durant.
Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 11th of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So digging in, Cedar Rafaela. He hit into a double play his first time up. Headed towards the corner. Bellinger in a full sprint. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Bayo back to work. And a slider misses down and away. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. The count 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. This to third. Throws across the diamond. That takes care of Grisham.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going. Aaron Judge at the dish now. He homered earlier in this one, Singy, which isn't much of a surprise.
No, not at all, Boog. This is the same guy who homered in his first at bat in the majors and did it again the next day. He's just unreal.
Judge waits. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder Cody Bellinger.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
And here comes Bellinger. Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Justin Slayton appears to be getting loose. Alcala also getting ready. And that's outside. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting to hit for the Yankees. First and second, 2 down. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, and they trail it 4-1. Back in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Right through there for a strike. Wong, in his 3rd season, 28 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now a chance for Christian Campbell. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now it's the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Step off, throw to first. Campbell back in on a dive. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Misses outside, ball 1. Campbell leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
Nope, that's in.
Grounds one to short. Slings to first, and that will end the inning. And the Red Sox leave one, but they lead it 4-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Red Sox.
and they make a change to start the 6th.
63.
The new pitcher, Justin Slayton.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And
Leading
stepping in
off
for the Yankees, Jazz
third
Chisholm
baseman,
Jr.
Jazz
1 for
Chisholm
2.
Jr.
And a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Up next for the Yankees,
Slate
shortstop
checks on
Anthony
first.
Volpe.
Chisholm back on a dive.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Now it's the
left
switch
fielder,
hitting outfielder, Jason
Dominguez.
Dominguez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Garrett Whitlock getting ready to go. The Red Sox leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Slate picks to first.
Nope, too late.
Runner on the move. Pitches
That's a
low.
ball.
Throw, and they got it.
That's just a perfect catch and throw right there. You get a guy with that kind of speed trying to take second. He's got such a good arm back there, but that had to be on the money. Pressure situation, if you will, right on top of it.
And that misses. And that's ball 3.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. And brings it in at the wall. One error in the inning, but nothing more. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching.
Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ian Hamilton.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. Next offering is fouled back. That's to third. Has some trouble with it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they can't get the out. So man aboard. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Here's a high chopper. Toss to LeMahieu. One away, bottom of the 6th. So up next, Abraham Toro.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball. That's to third. Fires to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Now batting.
So 2 down now,
fielder,
and here is Jarren Duran. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
On the ground, right
That's
side,
foul.
and foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. Peraza fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 1. All set for the
Leading
start of
off
the
for
inning.
the
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ronaldo Hernandez. Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Austin Wells. And a swing and a miss. The Yankees looking to rally. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Peraza having a lot more success on the road this season. And that one wrapped foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Ball one there.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Two.
In the dirt. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Struck him out looking. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Justin Slate gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Jorge Alcala.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And next for New York, Trent Grisham. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed.
Low. Ball.
That one inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swings through that high fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And delivers outside. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
now
about.
Now batting, first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
That one misses. It's 2-2.
Evidently not too impressed
2 strikes.
with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. And now they trail by 1.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered in this game.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 in this one.
Bellinger.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 3. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Fernando Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
On the ground at first, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
The catcher, Connor Wong.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a drive. Dominguez ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there, and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
2 outs, base is empty. Christian Campbell will hit next. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. Bounced out to short. Volpe sends it across to first. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for Boston, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Garrett Whitlock on to pitch here.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Well, 1-run game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the count is even. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. A dive. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. In time. Got him.
So many people fail to realize just how great defensively Trevor Story is, as you see on the dive right there. I think part of it because he played on the same side of the infield as the great Nolan Arenado.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that one ripped into right, down the line, and it's foul. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That's a ball.
That's down and in. Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Ref Snyder makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Dominguez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 3. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Now, Rob Ref Snyder.
Right fielder,
Cruz back to
Snyder.
work. Next offering popped in the air, right field. One up, one down. Rappy coming to the plate now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. That misses. 1-0. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. 1-1 now. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
And it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
Executed that pitch very nicely. Just missed with it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And Devers hits that one. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
He was
Up
all
next,
over
for the
that
Red
fastball
Sox.
right there. I tell you
First
what, if he gets
baseman,
under it just by a
Robbie
fraction of an inch or a little
Gonzalez.
bit more, that's way back.
Gonzalez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Hit in the air, left field, Dominguez. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. Through 8 full, the Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 3.
Pitching for
So the
Red
closer
Sox.
summoned from the bullpen,
Number
Aroldis
44.
Chapman.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Well, one-run game. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That misses.
No, that missed.
And that's ball one.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
1 ball, no
Really
strike.
had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
To the right side. Gonzalez takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine,
Now
but
batting,
that doesn't mean it's
second
always going to be
baseman,
smooth. He
Oswald
delivered a good
Peraza.
play right there.
This one in the air. Campbell. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Swinging a foul straight back. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. Chapman is just 1 strike away.
Ball.
Just off the inside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Towards first. Dives and he can't hang on. Go to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better.